Before we start today's video, let me tell you a fable about the friendship between the fox and the turtle. Once upon a time, in a lush green forest, there were two close friends, Fox and Tortoise. Fox was clever and quick, while Tortoise was slow, but very patient and honest. Despite their different personalities, they were very close and always shared every joy and sorrow in life. One day, they heard about a field of ripe corn on the other side of the forest, a place where no one dared to go because it required crossing a large river. Both Fox and Tortoise were eager to taste the delicious corn, and they decided to embark on a journey together to reach the field. To get to the field, they had to cross the wide river. Fox, with his agility, could jump across the stones that protruded from the water, but Tortoise could not. Tortoise said to Fox, "Dear Fox, I can't jump across those stones like you can. Could you help me cross the river?" Fox, with a sly smile, quickly came up with a plan. He said, "All right, Tortoise, I'll help you cross the river. You just need to hold on to my tail, and I'll pull you across the stones." Tortoise felt joyful and grateful to his friend Fox. He held tightly onto Fox's tail, and Fox began jumping from stone to stone. But when they reached the middle of the river, Fox suddenly stopped and said, "Tortoise, I'm feeling a bit tired. Why don't you take care of the rest on your own?" Tortoise was confused. "But Fox, I can't get across on my own. You promised to help me." Fox looked at Tortoise and flashed a cold smile. "Tortoise, I've helped you this far, but now I want half of the corn we're going to harvest. If you don't agree, I'll leave you here in the middle of the river." Tortoise was stunned by Fox's betrayal. He couldn't believe that the friend he trusted could deceive him like this. But with no other choice, Tortoise reluctantly agreed to Fox's demand. Fox continued to help Tortoise across the stones, but as soon as they reached the other side, Fox quickly shook his tail, causing Tortoise to fall into the water. Fox laughed loudly. "Thanks for agreeing to share the corn, but I don't need to share with you anymore. You're on your own now." Tortoise flipped over in the water, struggled but managed to swim to shore. Though slow, Tortoise was determined not to give up. Eventually, he made it to the shore, albeit exhausted. Tortoise felt sad and hurt by the betrayal, but he was resolved not to let Fox take all the corn. Meanwhile, Fox had run to the field and started munching on the delicious corn, but he didn't know that the farmer had set traps around the field to protect his crops. When Fox jumped into the cornfield, he got caught in a steel trap. Fox cried out for help, but no one came. Tortoise, after regaining his strength, slowly made his way to where Fox was trapped. Seeing Fox stuck, Tortoise said, "Fox, if you hadn't betrayed me, we could have shared this corn together. But now, you must face the consequences of your actions." Tortoise slowly crawled away, leaving Fox behind. The farmer heard Fox's cries and came to capture him. Fox was punished for his theft, while Tortoise returned home, carrying with him a valuable lesson about honesty and trust. Tortoise knew that from now on he would be more careful in choosing friends and wouldn't easily trust someone just because of their appearance or sweet words. Have you ever placed your complete trust in a close friend, only to be met with bitter betrayal? Have you ever opened your heart to someone, only to receive cold deceit in return? If you've experienced such painful feelings, know that you're not alone. Some relationships, initially beautiful like blooming flowers, wither and fade over time, leaving only sharp thorns that pierce our hearts. Just as a garden needs to be tended, pruning away dead branches to allow new shoots to flourish, our lives also need to be cleansed, removing relationships that no longer bring positive value. While the decision to let go of a once significant relationship can be difficult, It's a necessary step to protect yourself and rediscover happiness. Be brave enough to face the truth and believe that you deserve healthy relationships where you are genuinely cherished and respected. This video will be your companion, helping you find answers and make the best decision for yourself. Remember, you deserve happiness and to be treated with respect. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button to not miss out on other valuable content on our channel, where you'll find insights, advice, and motivation to overcome life's challenges and build healthier, more meaningful relationships. There are many signs that can indicate a relationship has become toxic, negatively impacting your mental health and well-being. Let's take a look back at your relationship and carefully consider the following signs. If you find yourself experiencing some of them, it might be time to reevaluate and make important decisions to protect yourself. And number 1, the ones with perfect masks. In the colorful and diverse world of humanity, there are individuals who possess a special ability and incredible talent. They can don a perfect mask, an outward appearance so friendly, warm, and captivating that it becomes irresistible to others. They smile like angels, speak sweet words that feel like honey pouring into your ears, and always know how to make you feel like the most special person in the world. However, behind that perfect mask lies a toxic soul, filled with scheming, deceit, and dark plots. They are wolves in sheep's clothing, hidden under a perfect facade to exploit and harm others. We often judge others based on first impressions, and those with perfect masks understand this better than anyone. They invest a lot of time and effort in building a flawless image in the eyes of others, from their dress, gestures, and words to their actions. They could be those who always appear impeccably dressed with a bright smile constantly on their lips, or those who have a silver tongue, always knowing how to please and flatter others. You might encounter such a person in any setting, from the workplace and school to social relationships. Imagine meeting a successful, charming woman who always knows how to show care and listen to you. She makes you feel special, as if you are the center of the universe. You are drawn to her intelligence, humor, and sophisticated appearance. You start to believe that you have found a soulmate, a perfect companion. But be careful. It might just be an elaborate act. Once they achieve their goal, they will gradually reveal their true nature. That charming woman might become selfish, cold, or even cruel. The friend who seemed so close can betray you at any moment. The colleague who always helped you might be secretly sabotaging you to climb higher. When that happens, you will feel confused, hurt, and disappointed. Lying is one of the most powerful tools of those with perfect masks. They can fabricate touching stories about a tough childhood, outstanding career achievements, or a happy, warm family. They might swear that you are the one they love most in the world, but in reality, those are just sweet words meant to lull and manipulate you. Even more frightening, these lies are not just empty words. They can use fake actions to back up their lies. They might give you expensive gifts, take you to dine at luxurious restaurants, or do things that make you feel loved and cared for. However, it is all a carefully staged act to hide their true face and make you blindly trust them. These wolves in sheep's clothing can appear in many forms, from close friends and trustworthy colleagues to sweet lovers. They can be anyone, anywhere. Therefore, to protect ourselves, we need to stay away from them because no one knows what these people might bring to your life. Number 2, people who don't respect you. In the journey of life, we continuously build and nurture relationships. These are the connections that link people together. However, Not every relationship brings positive value. When respect, the core element of a healthy relationship, is absent, it's time to reassess and make decisive choices. Stoic philosophy, with its core values of ethics, rationality, and self-control, emphasizes the importance of respect in relationships. According to the philosopher Epictetus, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. In the context of a relationship, respect is how we respond to the actions, words, and attitudes of others. Respect is not just about politeness and courtesy. It's about recognizing each individual's value, listening and understanding, accepting differences, and being willing to cooperate towards common goals. When respect is present, the relationship becomes strong, bringing joy and growth to both parties. Conversely, when respect is absent, the relationship gradually becomes toxic, causing emotional and mental harm. Disrespect can manifest in many ways, from insulting words and dismissive actions to indifference and coldness. These behaviors not only hurt others' self-esteem, but also create a negative environment, making both parties feel exhausted and unhappy. Sometimes, disrespect hides behind sweet words, fake care, or a terrifying silence. However, if we observe closely and listen with our hearts, we will notice early warning signs. These can be derogatory, mocking, or dismissive comments, whether direct or indirect, or actions like interrupting, not listening, or ignoring others' opinions. All of these indicate a lack of respect. Even when someone shows no regard for your feelings, needs, or desires, it's a warning sign. When you realize you are not being respected in a relationship, don't try to hold on or change the other person. Instead, have the courage to let go and move on. This is a difficult decision, but necessary to protect yourself and seek true happiness. Stoic philosophy teaches us that happiness doesn't depend on what we have, but on how we think and act. Staying in a disrespectful relationship means losing your self-worth and missing out on the chance to be happy. On the other hand, decisively walking away shows self-respect and courage. It affirms that you deserve to be treated better, to be loved and cherished. Leaving a disrespectful relationship is not the end, but a new beginning. It's an opportunity to reflect on yourself, learn from mistakes, and seek better relationships. Take time to care for yourself, do what you love, and connect with those who support and love you. Believe that you deserve happiness and that you have the power to create a bright future for yourself. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. There are always people ready to stand by and support you. Be brave and pursue your true happiness. And are you still with me? If so, please comment with the number 2 so I know I'm not alone on this journey. Number 3. People who are absent during your difficult times, the journey to rediscover the light and value of true friendship. Life is a journey full of surprises, with emotions intertwined between joy and sorrow. In moments of happiness, we often share our joy with loved ones and close friends. But when difficulties arise, we truly realize who genuinely stands by our side and who only appears when life is rosy. When darkness engulfs our lives and challenges come one after another, we often seek comfort and support from those we trust the most. We desire a strong shoulder to lean on, a sincere word of encouragement to boost our strength. But if, during these crucial moments, those close to us are repeatedly absent, we can't help but feel abandoned and isolated. The feeling of being abandoned is one of the most painful experiences a person can endure. It is like a deep wound in the soul, causing us to lose faith in friendship, love, and even in ourselves. We start questioning whether we are worthy of love, whether we are good enough to be cared for and shared with. When those we consider confidants can't be there in our hardest times, we begin to question the value of that relationship. Is it a true friendship or just a superficial relationship that exists only when our life is smooth sailing? A true friendship is one of sharing and companionship, not just in joy, but also in challenges. True friends will always stand by us whether we succeed or fail, whether we are happy or sad. They will be a solid support to help us overcome all difficulties, a source of spiritual encouragement, so that we never give up. If you're always there for them, always ready to listen and share, but they do not reciprocate, perhaps it's time to reconsider the value of this relationship. Don't try to hold on to an unbalanced relationship. Don't sacrifice too much for those who don't deserve it. Letting go of unhealthy relationships is not a sign of weakness, but an act of courage. It shows that you know how to love and respect yourself, that you know you deserve better treatment. When you let go of toxic relationships, you open up opportunities for those who truly care about you to step into your life. Life is too short to waste time on relationships that do not bring positive value. Spend your time and affection on those who genuinely love and appreciate you, those who will always be by your side no matter what life brings. When you know how to let go of unworthy relationships, you will feel lighter and freer. You will have more time and energy to focus on the important things in life, to pursue your dreams and passions. Don't let unworthy people dim your light. Shine in your own way. Let the world see that you are strong, independent, and full of courage. Let those who truly love you have the opportunity to be by your side, to share memorable moments in your life. The journey to finding true friendship can be full of hardships and challenges, but believe that somewhere out there are people waiting for you who will love and cherish you unconditionally. Open your heart, give them the chance to step into your life, and you will realize that true friendship is one of the greatest gifts from the heavens. Number 4, people who exploit you. There are moments in life when we suddenly realize that we are trapped in a play full of schemes and calculations. We feel like a puppet being manipulated, exploited, and used as a tool for others to achieve their goals. At such times, we need to pause, take a deep breath, and reassess the ongoing relationship. Exploitation is a sophisticated form of abuse. It doesn't leave physical scars, but can destroy our souls from within. When we are exploited, we feel disrespected, undervalued, and unloved. We become doubtful of ourselves, lose faith in others, and even in the world around us. Do not let yourself get caught in the whirlpool of exploitation. Do not let those people manipulate and control your life. Remember, you are an independent individual with your own freedom and value. You are not a tool for others to use. You deserve to be loved and respected. Be strong and resolutely say no to toxic relationships. Do not fear offending or upsetting others. Put your own interests first. Protect your heart and soul from unnecessary harm. Distancing yourself from those who only care about their own benefits without regard for your feelings is a difficult but necessary decision. It is a way to liberate yourself from bondage, to rediscover your true value. When you let go of toxic relationships, you will feel like a bird set free, soaring in the vast sky. You will have the opportunity to explore new things, meet true friends, and build healthy, positive relationships. Life is too short to endure things that are not worthwhile. Do not let time pass by uselessly. Do not let exploiters steal your happiness. Open your heart. Welcome true friends, those who will always be by your side, sharing both joy and sorrow. Let positive relationships fill your life, bringing you happiness and peace. Believe that you deserve to be loved and happy. The journey to free yourself from exploitation may be full of difficulties and challenges. But remember, you are not alone. Many people have gone through similar experiences and have overcome them. Seek help from family, friends, or a psychologist if necessary. And most importantly, believe in yourself. You are strong, independent, and have your own unique value. You deserve to be loved and happy. Number 5. People who badmouth you. In the colorful journey of life, you will encounter countless people. Some come and go like the wind, leaving only vague impressions. But there are also those who, even in passing, leave deep scars on your soul. They can be lovers, friends, colleagues, or even family members. When you sense malicious gossip and harmful rumors about yourself from someone, don't rush to judge or react harshly. Stay calm and objectively assess that relationship. Is that person truly a good friend? Do they deserve your trust and love? If you realize that the person is always bad-mouthing you behind your back, it's a clear sign that the relationship is no longer healthy and positive. Do you remember the coffee meeting last week? When you stepped out of the cafe, you accidentally overheard giggles and spiteful comments about your appearance, work, or even your personal life. Your heart tightened, and feelings of betrayal and hurt surged. The person you once considered a close friend, someone you shared many secrets with, is now mocking you behind your back. Or perhaps there are times when you feel isolated in a group of friends. You realize they only invite you out when they need your help. Otherwise, they always find ways to avoid you and talk badly about you to others. You feel like a toy, used when needed and discarded without a second thought. These are the moments you realize that some people are not worthy of your affection and trust. They are toxic individuals who always seek to belittle and hurt others to satisfy their own selfishness and jealousy. Don't try to hold on to a relationship that has lost its color. Don't seek attention from those who no longer respect you. Remember, you deserve better treatment. You deserve to be loved, respected, and valued. Don't let others' malicious words hurt you. Don't let them take away your trust and confidence. Learning to let go is one of the hardest lessons in life. But sometimes, letting go is the best way to protect yourself. Let the toxic relationships leave your life and open your heart to true friends who will always be by your side, supporting and encouraging you. Don't let those people continue to poison your life. Be strong and decisively cut ties with them. Don't fear losing fake friends, because when you let go of them, you will have the opportunity to meet true friends who will love and cherish you. Remember, you deserve happiness. You deserve to live in a positive environment where you are loved, respected, and supported. Don't let others' malicious words affect your life. Hold your head high, move forward, and seek better relationships. Life is a long journey, and along the way, you will meet many people. But remember, not everyone deserves to accompany you. Choose true friends, those who will walk with you to the end of the road. Number 6, people who always complain. In a life full of upheavals and challenges, maintaining an optimistic and positive mindset is crucial to overcoming difficulties. However, sometimes we unintentionally let the negative energy from others affect us, leading to a state of pessimism and disappointment. Chronic complainers are one of the most common sources of negative energy that we need to be wary of. They frequently complain about everything around them, from work, family, and friends, to societal issues. For example, you might encounter a colleague who constantly grumbles about a difficult boss, an overwhelming workload, or injustices in the workplace. Or you might have a friend who always complains about unsatisfactory relationships, family life difficulties, or their health problems. Being in contact with chronic complainers for an extended period can have negative effects on our mental health and well-being. When we continuously hear complaints, criticism, and negativity, we gradually lose faith in life, feeling tired and discouraged. Their negative energy is like a dark cloud, overshadowing the sunshine and making us feel weary and lifeless. Moreover, chronic complainers often tend to blame their circumstances and others for their failures. They do not take responsibility for their own actions and always seek sympathy from others. For example, a friend might blame the teacher for poor grades while not making any effort to study, or a colleague might blame customers for not meeting project deadlines while not working efficiently. This attitude not only hinders their progress, but also drags those around them down. When we are exposed to people who constantly blame and avoid responsibility, we can easily be influenced and start blaming our circumstances instead of finding solutions to problems. To protect ourselves from the negative effects of chronic complainers, we need to learn to identify and distance ourselves from them. When dealing with such people, we should limit listening to their complaints and avoid engaging in negative conversations. Instead, we should focus on positive aspects of life and spend time with people who bring positive energy into our lives. We can seek out friends who always encourage and motivate us, colleagues who are always willing to help and share, or loved ones who always love and support us. However, protecting ourselves from negative energy does not mean we should be indifferent to the difficulties of others. When a friend or loved one complains, they may be facing real challenges and need help. In such cases, we should listen and understand their concerns, offering useful advice or helping them find solutions to their problems. Distancing ourselves from chronic complainers is a way to protect ourselves from negative influences and maintain a positive and optimistic spirit. However, we also need to know how to help those around us when they face difficulties, as sharing and empathy are beautiful human values. Number 7, people who always control you. On the journey of self-discovery and seeking true happiness, each of us longs to freely express ourselves and shine in our own way. However, sometimes we inadvertently fall into the vortex of control, where the invisible tentacles of others infiltrate our souls, stifling our freedom and pushing us into the darkness of dependence. Stoic philosophy, with its profound teachings on self-mastery and inner strength, will guide us to recognize the signs of control and find a way out of this dark maze. Control is not always as blatant as a monstrous beast. Sometimes it hides behind the sweet mask of care, covering its dark nature with sweet words and affectionate gestures. However, if you are alert and sharp, you will notice the warning signs. The controller always monitors your actions, words, and even thoughts. They are like the many-eyed Argus from Greek mythology, constantly watching and supervising you. They want to know where you are, what you are doing, with whom, and why. They might call, text incessantly, check your phone, read your messages secretly, or even follow you on social media. They justify this behavior with love and concern, but in reality they are invading your privacy and making you feel suffocated and deprived of freedom. Controllers manipulate you with sweet words, fake compliments, or subtle threats. They are like master puppeteers, controlling you with invisible strings. They want you to follow their wishes, even if it goes against your desires and values. They might say things like, "You are the most important person to me, I can't live without you." Or, "If you don't do this for me, I'll be very sad and disappointed." They exploit your emotions to control you and make you feel guilty if you don't comply. Controllers always criticize and judge you. making you feel inadequate, not smart enough, not beautiful enough. They are like the harsh critic Simon Cowell on American Idol, always finding faults and flaws in you. They want to lower your self-esteem to make it easier to control you. They might say things like, "You dress like that? You have no sense of fashion." Or, "You did this poorly, you have no ability." They exploit your insecurities to make you doubt yourself and depend on their evaluation. Control, as Epictetus said, is the chains that bind the soul. It not only destroys your joy and freedom, but also distorts the essence of a good relationship. You will feel like a bird, trapped in a cage, unable to fly freely in the vast sky. You do not dare to express your personality, dreams, and ambitions because of fear of opposition and obstruction. You live in fear, anxiety, and insecurity, not knowing who you are and what you want. You become a faint shadow of yourself, losing vitality and joy. Stoic philosophy, with its profound teachings on self-mastery and inner strength, will guide us to find a way out of the dark maze of control. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, once said, "Your happiness depends on the quality of your thoughts." When you realize you are being controlled, remember that you have the freedom to choose your thoughts and actions. Be brave to face the truth and accept that you need to change. Do not let yourself be trapped in a toxic relationship. Set clear boundaries with the controller. Tell them which behaviors make you uncomfortable and ask them to stop. If they do not change, be ready to let go of the relationship. There is nothing better than knowing where you are in the world and which path you are walking. Epictetus. Seek support from friends, family, or a psychologist. They can listen to you, share with you, encourage you, and help you find a solution. They can offer you useful advice, different perspectives, and the necessary resources to overcome this difficult phase. Freedom is not the absence of commitment, but the choice of one's own commitments. Seneca. Remember that you are an independent individual with the right to live as you wish, to pursue your dreams, and to be happy in your own way. Do not let others' control stifle your light of freedom. Shine in your own way and live a life of autonomy, happiness, and meaning. When the ghost of control stretches its octopus tentacles, remember that you are not alone. Stoic philosophy will always be with you, guiding you to find the path to true freedom and happiness. Have you ever been in such a relationship? Comment with the number 7 so I can send you a message of encouragement to bravely break free from those chains. Number 8. People who always put themselves at the center. In the symphony of life, each of us is a unique note contributing to the overall melody. However, some notes are too high, too loud, overshadowing everything else, making the composition unbalanced and unpleasant to listen to. These are the people who always see themselves as the center of attention, disregarding the feelings and needs of others. Stoic philosophy, with its teachings on humility, compassion, and acceptance, sheds light on these relationships, helping us make wise decisions. These center-of-the-universe individuals often manifest by always being the main character in every story, constantly demanding attention, lacking respect for others, and never admitting fault or showing gratitude. They love to talk about themselves, show little interest in others, do extravagant things to attract attention, say hurtful things, act selfishly, and always blame others. Relationships with them cause many negative effects: loss of confidence, feelings of loneliness, not being understood, hurt, and drained energy. When you are continually disrespected and criticized, you will doubt your abilities and value. When you are not listened to or shared with, you will feel lonely and misunderstood. When you are continually hurt and exploited, you will feel tired and discouraged. Stoic philosophy helps us view these relationships wisely. Humility helps us accept the flaws in ourselves and others without demanding perfection. Compassion helps us understand and empathize with others, avoiding criticism and judgment. Acceptance helps us embrace life's imperfections and focus on what we can change. According to Stoic philosophy, we should reconsider a relationship when it causes many negative effects, when the person does not respect us or care about our feelings, or when the relationship doesn't bring positive value to our lives. Stoic philosophy doesn't encourage completely cutting off relationships, but reminds us to be aware of toxic relationships and know how to protect ourselves. Remember, you deserve to be loved and respected. Don't let anyone steal your joy and happiness. Number 9. People who always lie. In the symphony of human connection, sincerity is the main note that creates a melody of trust and bonding. But when that note is replaced by lies, the melody becomes discordant and distorted, causing deep emotional wounds. A relationship filled with lies is like a house built on sand, fragile and easily crumbled. Stoic philosophy, with its teachings on honesty, self-respect, and courage, will guide us to recognize and confront these toxic relationships. Lies, whether big or small, are like sharp knives that cut into our trust and emotions. A lie can stem from various reasons: fear, selfishness, self-protection, or simply a bad habit. However, regardless of the reason, lies cause significant harm. Trust is the foundation of all relationships. When someone continuously lies, trust gradually erodes. You no longer believe their words, feel safe or comfortable around them. Every word they say becomes a doubt, a constant worry. Lies not only hurt the deceived, but also harm the liar. When you lie, you deceive yourself, losing your own value. You also hurt those you care about, making them feel betrayed, disappointed, and pained. Lies create an invisible distance between two people. You can't share your true thoughts and feelings with someone who always lies, fearing further deceit. You also can't trust what they say to you. This distance grows, making the relationship cold and distant. Stoic philosophy, with its profound teachings on honesty, self-respect, and courage, helps us see these relationships clearly and make the right decisions. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, said, "If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything." Lies always come with worry and fear of being discovered. When you are honest, you feel peaceful and free. You are also respected and trusted by others. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, said, "Nothing is more honorable than a heart that is honest." Self-respect is an important human quality. When you lie, you lower your own value. Respect yourself and always tell the truth, no matter how difficult it may be. Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, said, "Only a coward lies." Living honestly requires courage. Sometimes telling the truth may get you into trouble or upset others. However, remember that the truth is always the best. According to Stoic philosophy, we should consider ending relationships with habitual liars. If someone continually lies, even about small matters, it shows they do not respect you or value the relationship. If their lies have deeply hurt you, causing you to lose trust and feel unsafe in the relationship, it is a sign to distance yourself from them. If you have addressed this issue with them, but they refuse to change and continue lying, it shows they do not care about your feelings or want to improve the relationship. Deciding to end a relationship is never easy. However, Sometimes it is the best for both parties. When you distance yourself from a habitual liar, you free yourself from harm and pain. You also give them a chance to reflect and change. Remember, you deserve to be loved and respected. You deserve a healthy relationship where you are trusted and valued. Don't let others' lies ruin your life. Be brave to let go and seek true happiness. Number 10. People who complain about finances. Stoic philosophy teaches us that happiness does not come from external things, but from inner peace. However, sometimes the noise from outside can disturb that peace. One of those noises is the constant complaints about finances from those around us. When a friend constantly complains about their financial situation, it is not just an ordinary conversation. It is a sign that the relationship may be unbalanced. Continuous complaints can indicate irresponsibility, dependence, or even manipulation. A true friend will not make you feel mentally exhausted and drained. They will not unfairly demand that you share their financial burdens. They will not take advantage of your kindness and generosity. If you feel trapped in a cycle of financial complaints, stop and reflect. Ask yourself, does this relationship bring me joy and peace? Or does it only make me feel tired, stressed, and anxious? Does this friend genuinely care about me, or are they just using me to offload their burdens? Am I sacrificing too much for this relationship? Am I neglecting myself and my goals to help others? If the answer to these questions is no, it might be time to reconsider the relationship. This does not mean you have to cut ties completely, but you need to set clear boundaries to protect yourself from negative influences. Remember, you are not responsible for solving other people's financial problems. You are responsible for yourself, your happiness, and your peace. Instead of getting caught in the cycle of complaints, focus on building a solid financial foundation for yourself. Learn to manage money wisely, save, and invest. Seek opportunities to increase your income and develop your career. When you have a strong financial foundation, you can help others more effectively. You can share your knowledge and experience with those in need. You can become a source of inspiration and motivation for them. But remember, your help should come from kindness and willingness, not from coercion or guilt. Life is too short to waste time on negative relationships. Spend time with those who truly care about you, those who bring you joy and peace. Spend time on good things, things that help you grow and improve yourself. Let Stoic philosophy guide you on the path to finding happiness and peace. Let the gold fall on the barren ground, but do not let it stain your soul. Number 11. People who are selfish. Stoic philosophy values balance and harmony in relationships. We are taught that true happiness comes from giving and receiving fairly, from mutual respect and care. However, not all relationships meet these standards. When someone always prioritizes their own interests, disregarding the feelings and needs of others, it is a sign of selfishness. Selfishness is like a silent shadow, gradually eroding the good values of a relationship. Selfish people often only care about receiving without wanting to give. They do not hesitate to exploit others to achieve their goals. They lack empathy and sharing, only knowing how to demand and complain. Being around a selfish person, you will feel like a faint shadow, unrecognized and unappreciated. You will feel exploited, disrespected, and hurt. If you notice these signs in your relationship, it is time to stop and reflect. Ask yourself, does this relationship bring me joy and peace, or does it only make me feel tired, stressed, and anxious? Does this person genuinely care about me, or are they just using me to satisfy their needs? Am I sacrificing too much for this relationship? Am I losing myself and my values to please others? If the answer to these questions is no, it might be time to reconsider the relationship. This does not mean you have to cut ties completely, but you need to set clear boundaries to protect yourself from negative influences. Remember, you have the right to be loved and respected. You are not obligated to endure someone else's selfishness. You have the right to choose who you want to be around, those who bring you joy and peace. Do not let others' selfishness overshadow your value. Focus on developing yourself, building healthy and meaningful relationships. Seek out genuine friends who know how to give and receive fairly. Life is too short to waste time on toxic relationships. Let Stoic philosophy guide you on the path to finding happiness and peace. Let the darkness of selfishness fade away, making way for the light of love and respect. Number 12. People who are irresponsible. Stoic philosophy, with its emphasis on reason and self-control, offers a unique perspective on personal responsibility in relationships. According to Stoicism, each individual is the master of their fate, with the freedom to choose and act, but also the responsibility to bear the consequences of their choices. However, life is not always ideal. We encounter irresponsible people who avoid obligations, break promises, and often blame circumstances. They are like invisible ghosts, infiltrating our lives, sowing insecurity and disappointment. Initially, we may sympathize, thinking these are temporary mistakes. We try to help, hoping they will change. But when irresponsibility becomes a habit, a lifestyle, we realize we are caught in a negative spiral. Irresponsibility is not just failing to complete assigned tasks, but also disrespecting others. It shows in not keeping promises, not caring about others' feelings, and always shifting blame. Living with an irresponsible person, we gradually lose trust, respect, and affection for them. We feel tired, exhausted, always bearing the consequences of their thoughtless actions. We are like wanderers lost in a desert, yearning for an oasis of trust and safety. Stoic philosophy teaches us that happiness comes not from changing others, but from changing how we react to them. When facing irresponsibility, we should not try to change them, but focus on protecting ourselves and our values. We can choose to continue the relationship, but with clear boundaries. We do not accept irresponsibility, do not allow ourselves to be exploited, and do not sacrifice our happiness for others. We can also choose to distance ourselves from the relationship, seeking those who deserve our time and affection more. Whatever the choice, it is crucial to maintain self-respect and not let others' irresponsibility affect our lives. We must learn to accept that not everyone can change, and we are not obligated to endure their negative behavior. Life is a long journey, and on this journey we will meet many people. Some will accompany us, sharing joy and sorrow, but some are just passers-by, leaving emotional wounds before departing. Let Stoic philosophy illuminate our souls, helping us recognize our value in the relationships around us. Let us have the courage to let go of toxic relationships and open our hearts to the good things awaiting us. Number 13. People who lack of compassion. Stoic philosophy, with its emphasis on reason and courage, is not just a school of thought, but a way of life, a worldview that shapes our relationships. In this, compassion is a precious virtue that helps us overcome difficulties and build enduring relationships. However, in life, not everyone possesses enough compassion. Some people are always harsh, judgmental, and unwilling to accept others' mistakes. They are like dark clouds, obscuring the light of friendship, making relationships stifling and difficult. Lack of compassion is not just about not accepting small mistakes, but also disrespecting others' individuality and values. It manifests in criticism, disparagement, and constant comparison to an ideal standard. Living with a person who lacks compassion, we gradually feel like prisoners in our own relationships. We dare not express ourselves or show our weaknesses for fear of judgment and criticism. We lose joy and confidence, becoming withdrawn and fearful. Stoic philosophy teaches that happiness does not come from changing others, but from changing how we react to them. When faced with a lack of compassion, we should not try to change them, but focus on protecting ourselves and our values. We can choose to continue the relationship, but with clear boundaries. We do not accept judgment and criticism. Do not let ourselves be hurt by harsh words. We can also choose to distance ourselves from the relationship, seeking those who appreciate and accept us as we are. Whatever the choice, it is crucial to maintain self-respect and not let others' lack of compassion affect our lives. We must learn to love and accept ourselves with all our strengths and weaknesses. We must believe that we deserve happiness and respectful treatment. Life is a colorful painting, and in it, everyone has their place and value. No one is perfect. Everyone has mistakes and flaws. The important thing is to learn to accept and be compassionate about these to build a better world together. Number 14. People who cause division. Stoic philosophy, with its emphasis on reason and virtue, values harmony and unity in relationships. We are taught that the strength of a group lies in unity, respect, and cooperation. However, we are not always fortunate to be in such environments. Sometimes we encounter divisive people who disrupt unity. They are like poisonous thorns, infiltrating relationships, sowing suspicion, jealousy, and conflict. They might be those who enjoy backbiting, forming cliques, or constantly creating unnecessary conflicts. Initially, we may not recognize the danger of these actions, thinking they are harmless jokes or casual remarks, but gradually, as the seeds of division grow, we realize they harm our valuable relationships. Division is not just creating conflicts between individuals, but also breaking down mutual trust and respect. It weakens the group's strength, making people suspicious and distant. Living in a divisive environment, we feel like a boat adrift at sea without a point of support or refuge. We feel lonely, lost, and insecure. Stoic philosophy teaches that happiness does not come from changing others, but from changing how we react to them. When facing divisive people, we should not let ourselves be drawn into their negative vortex. We can choose to continue the relationship, but with clear boundaries. We do not accept divisive behaviors. Do not let ourselves be drawn into pointless arguments. We can also choose to distance ourselves from the relationship, seeking more positive environments where unity and cooperation are valued. Whatever the choice, it is crucial to maintain self-respect and not let divisive people affect our lives. We must learn to protect ourselves from negative energy and focus on building healthy and meaningful relationships. Life is a long journey, and on this journey we will meet many people. Some will build with us, while others will try to destroy what we have built. Let Stoic philosophy illuminate our souls, helping us recognize the value of unity and cooperation. Let us have the courage to face divisive people and protect our valuable relationships. Number 15. Trust your intuition. In a life full of upheavals, each of us is like a small boat adrift on the vast ocean of relationships. Some people come and go, leaving varying marks on our lives. Some bring joy, warmth, and motivation to help us stay strong on our chosen path. But others leave emotional scars, painful memories, and deep disappointment. Amidst countless relationships, how do we distinguish who is trustworthy, who we should keep by our side, and who we should let go to seek true happiness? The answer lies deep within our souls, in something called intuition. Intuition, an abstract yet familiar concept to each of us, is like a beacon flickering in the dark, illuminating hidden corners of the soul, guiding us through our relationships. When meeting someone new, if a vague sense of unease, an inexplicable doubt, or an unexplained discomfort arises in your mind, it might be a warning sign from deep within. This is when intuition speaks, reminding you that something might be off, that this person might not be as trustworthy as they appear. Stoic philosophy, an ancient Greek school of thought, teaches us that happiness and inner peace do not depend on external factors, but lie in our ability to master ourselves. In the context of relationships, this means we should not let our emotions be swayed by others' actions and attitudes. Instead of clinging to and hoping for change from others, be brave to let go and move forward. Letting go is not an easy act, especially when we have invested much time, effort, and emotion into the relationship. However, letting go is not a sign of weakness, but a powerful act of respecting yourself and your values. When we accept that a relationship is no longer healthy and no longer brings joy and growth to both sides, letting go is the best way to free ourselves from unnecessary burdens. The process of letting go can happen in various ways depending on one's personality and circumstances. Some choose to end all contact, others maintain a certain distance, and some choose to forgive and forget. Regardless of the path chosen, it is crucial to accept the truth, focus on oneself, and seek support when needed. Accepting the truth is the first and most important step in the process of letting go. Don't try to justify or excuse the other person's behavior, and don't blame yourself for what happened. Objectively acknowledge that the relationship no longer fits you. Focusing on yourself is the next step to overcoming the difficulties of letting go. Take time to care for yourself, do what you love, and pursue your passions and goals. By focusing on yourself, you will gradually regain confidence and joy in life. Seeking support is also a crucial element in overcoming this challenging phase. Share your feelings and thoughts with friends, family, or a therapist. Their empathy and advice will comfort you and provide the motivation to move forward. Intuition is a precious gift bestowed upon us by nature. It is like a compass guiding us through the maze of relationships. Listen to and value the signals intuition sends, enabling you to make the right decisions, choose healthy relationships, and build a life filled with joy and meaning. In the journey of self-discovery and exploring the world, we will meet many people. Some will leave different marks on our lives, but no matter what happens, always trust your intuition, for it is the most truthful voice from the depths of your soul. When you learn to listen to and value your intuition, you will gain the strength to overcome any challenge, find true happiness, and live a life full of meaning. And so we've journeyed together through the shadowy corners of toxic relationships, lighting the lamp of awareness to illuminate the warning signs, so you can protect yourself from unnecessary pain. I hope this journey has not only helped you identify the wolves in sheep's clothing, but also empowered you to bravely step out of the darkness and into the light of true freedom and happiness. Always remember, you deserve love and respect. Don't let anyone dim your radiant light. Each of us is a unique star. Let your light shine, illuminating your own path and those around you. If these words have touched your heart and sparked new emotions and thoughts within you, Let's spread this positive message by liking and sharing this video with your loved ones. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to continue this journey of self-discovery, seeking happiness, and spreading love with us. Thank you for being with us throughout this journey. Wishing you strength, confidence, and happiness. Remember, you have the power to choose happiness, and peace is always within your grasp.